Hello everybody! Cam's here with another episode of Quoth the Camser. Thanks for tuning in. Audio listeners, this one's going out on video too. And video watchers, you can get the feed for this if you go to camscampbell.com/QTC. So, I'm at the one tree. It's absolutely stunning today. Gorgeous. Where are we today? 25th of April. 5:30 at night, and I should be in the Cotswolds right now for the annual gathering of the RMMGA news group, which meets every year, and this was the weekend it was scheduled for. So that's kind of sad, but I'm feeling ever so chilled and happy and relaxed and in a good place. I've just walked the forestry path, and on the way back down I thought I'd come to the one tree as well, which is my favourite, my rowan tree in the background. And it's been a fantastic day, to quote Haircut 100. The dogs are loving it up here, I'm loving it up here. The bird's song, it's just profoundly beautiful. And today I've been playing guitar most of the day. Well, not playing, actually studying, let's put it that way. I've been sitting out on the porch since I got up. I had my first cup of coffee on the porch, and I just left the porch to come up here. So I've been sitting out with my Skeptical Guitar Player book, volume 2. I'm going to start walking back now. Clover will follow. And, well, the reason for that is because I've got a lot of gaps in my theory knowledge, and I just want to do some consolidation. And I'm really enjoying it. I've never actually completed this book, so I think I've had it probably longer than I've had Freya. And she's 16, so it's high time I finish the book. And once I'm done, I'd like to move on to my Frederick Node classical book, also which I've never finished, and which I've had since I was at St Andrews, I think 95. I would have bought that when I had a brief set of lessons. So yeah, I'm up in my game, and it's interesting to note that on the back of what I spoke about recently on my podcast about passion, that I'm currently going through one of those waves of passion that I wish would last forever. Because nothing makes me quite so happy as playing guitar. And what it comes down to, I think, when the passion wanes, it's because life gets in the way. And the passion waned, actually. Let's look at this. 2008, when I moved to Arran from Luxembourg, my most passionate years were 2002, when I got my first good guitar, which was my Lakewood M14. From Guitart in Luxembourg, a fantastic little shop. I was passionate for all of the rest of the time I was in Lux, till I moved to Arran. So it was actually the post office that kind of didn't kill the passion, did it? Yeah, I mean, maybe that is the way to put it. I remember sitting in my old house in Arran after about 6 months, and sitting in front of the coal fire and getting my guitar out for the first time since I moved there, and playing it and loving it and thinking, why the hell have I stopped doing this? So it's interesting just now as I think about it, now that the passion's awakening and the post office is gone since November. So as I've shared recently, I'm actually feeling decompressed, and much more decompressed than I have felt in many, many years. I'm feeling my creativity coming back. I'm feeling happiness and joy. I've flicked the switch in my mind with regards to poor eating and exercise. I'm doing daily affirmations now, which is a thing I've come to believe in. As on a Brian Rose podcast, the most recent one, I can't remember who he was talking with, but they spoke about affirmations and the power of them. So each day now I'm getting up and I'm writing in my journal, which I've been doing for maybe 2 months now. First thing when I get up with my fountain pens, But I've started writing affirmations, and this morning I wrote, I do not need to eat sugar today. I do not need to eat bread. It is bad for me, and I do not need it. I will not eat it. So I'm going to start losing weight. I know it. And I told Freya that today. I said, you're going to see me losing weight quite soon. It's because the more I say it, the more it becomes real. Anyway, so perhaps the passion is awakening, and maybe we'll stay. What will I do with it? Well, I'll have fun with it. That's what I'll do with it. I'll tell you what, that D18, the Martin D18 gold needle that I got from Dave Scouron, I've never known anything quite like it. It's a stunning guitar, an absolute joy to play. Could it be the one? Well, there's no such thing, right? All you guitar players will know. Unless your name is Eric Sky. Now let's talk a bit about Eric Sky. On the acousticsoundboard.co.uk forum, a guy called Welsh Russ posted, end of last year I think, that he just bought the Santa Cruz guitar company Eric Sky signature model. It's called the 00 Sky. And it's a gorgeous looking guitar. And I looked at it and I thought, wow, nice. And then I moved on. Well, recently the Fretboard Journal arrived, the recent edition of which has an interview with Eric Sky. It's a really well written interview, really good photography, and really good content. I could relate very well to Eric's story. And so I went on the forum and I posted in the thread and I said to Welsh Russ, you might want to have a look at the Fretboard Journal because there's an interview with Eric Sky. And he replied that there's a podcast interview on a podcast called Everyone Loves Guitars, which is strangely not one that was on my radar, so I don't understand how that one got by me. But anyway, I listened to it today and it was fantastic. I got so much out of that interview, including Eric's talking about how his style of playing is eclectic. Guess who else has an eclectic style? Yep, that would be me. However, he did talk about having only one guitar, or actually two guitars, but they're both the same, because he uses one as a backup. And well, it is his signature model, right enough. And I've also heard Pierre Bensouzan talk about having one guitar. And I do understand it, I can relate to it. But at the same time, I've got 6 at the moment. 6 altogether, or 6 acoustics? See, I've even lost count. No, I'm sure it's 6 altogether. But that Martin guitar is just, oh my gosh, it's already got me thinking about looking for a 000 18 golden era, because the neck on this guitar perhaps suits me better than any neck I've ever owned. Who knows? Anyway, so I am aware that I'm in a honeymoon period at the moment with that guitar. However, it might just turn out to be the one, which of course doesn't exist. So that's been my day. It's been fantastic. I'm really enjoying playing guitar, owning guitars, talking about guitars, looking at guitars, etc, etc. It's got me thinking about what might have been. Now I know there's no value in dwelling on what might have been, but I'm looking at it more philosophically than, you know, there have been times in the past when I've thought this. I think there's more dogs coming up, so. My point is that if we'd stayed in Lux and my passion had remained as it was, where would I be? Would I be a professional musician now? Whatever form that might take. Does it really matter? It doesn't. Do you know what? I'm not even going to give it much more thought. I am where I am, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I hope you're all doing all right, having a great day. And if you would care to, I would love it if you would go to camscampbell.com/review, give my podcast a review, because it's getting almost no listeners at all. And I would like to promote this more and become more involved in this kind of content interviewing people, etc, etc. So if you could do that for me, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.